Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Dick Tracy, Dead or Alive, issue number 1 of 4. Let's get right into talking about who made this book so we can start talking about the book itself. All right, so Dick Tracy, Dead or Alive, written by Lee and Michael Allred, penciler Rick Tommaso, letterer Michael Allred, and inker was Michael Allred, and colors Laura Allred. The letters was Sean Lee. Okay, and but dang. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was kind of hoping there was going to be a little bit more. I thought they were going to say like who actually created the character. I know it. I can't remember offhand, and I know it's in the back of the book, but I'm just not swinging back there right now. But anyway, digital copy. This is from IDW. Basically, Dick Tracy. I'll get into more about Dick Tracy later on, but in general, this comic book, Dick Tracy goes and arrests the most powerful man on Silicon Valley. So like the Bill Gates version of somebody on Silicon Valley, or the Steve Jobs. Somebody's just, he's a bad guy. He's done some bad stuff, Heck, maybe they're even talking about Jeff Bezos in some regards right now. Dude, like, it's just click, click, boom. He arrests this dude. He's trying to get on this private plane to go to his private island with a whole bag full of cash. Like, dude, how did this happen, man? Richest guy in the world, but, it's that cheesy, campy kind of thing, but it's modern. It's updated. Instead of him having that watch where he could talk to people, he now instead has a cell phone he could talk to people, So instead of, Chief, meet me around back. No, it's just, okay, let me use my cell phone. So it's updated-ish, but it's still the campy old stuff. Anyway, he gets fired because he arrested the wrong people, and he's got nothing but contempt for the police chief. Actually, I think it's the commissioner. He's just like, you can't go and arrest this guy. He's the most important person on Wall Street. He's like, oh, give me a list of some of the people I can't arrest. Why don't you? I'll keep it in my wallet. I'll keep it in mind. It's like, man, don't you understand? Like, this guy he golfs with 2 ex-presidents. He's like, oh, I guess I can't arrest those guys either, right? Are those people on your list? Tracy has no problems arresting anybody who's a bad guy. You can't corrupt Dick Tracy, and he's vicious, man, vicious. So he gets fired, and he's like, I've been fired from places before. Whatever, I'll get hired again, and he does. Here's this other town in the Midwest. And the people who control the city, we're talking about like the city councilor, the police chief, the police commissioner, the mayor, like all these big time people, they got all these people in charge of the city. But the mayor somehow got elected. It was a female mayor. It's not somebody they wanted in. It's not somebody who's on their books. They don't own, these bad guys. They don't own them. Big Boy is in charge of all these guys. Big Boy's like the main bad guy for the supervillains. For Dick Tracy, he's the main bad guy in his stories. So Big Boy's like, man, how'd you knuckleheads, you rascals, go and let these snot-nosed voters go and bring in this girl? She wants change. She wants all these things, and she's not going to listen to us. No, we're going to have to take care of this. We're going to have to take care of things. And the first way we're going to do this is we're going to hire a good cop, a cop who knows what he's doing, and he's so-called uncorruptible. And then we're going to, bend him to our will and do all these other things and whatnot. And he's like, yeah, we're going to hire Dick Tracy. And they're like, what? You can't hire Dick Tracy? Don't you know who he is? So this is a very different story in that Big Boy and Dick Tracy have never actually gotten into it before, apparently. So one guy's just like, oh, I'm not doing this. I'm out. And he goes out and his car blows up. And Big Boy's right on cue. Everybody's looking out like, oh, did that just happen? It's like, man, you see that? Dick Tracy's got his work all cut out for him, man. This is assassination on one of the big people in the city right here. That's a terrible thing. How could that have happened? That particular guy was the police commissioner, I think he was, or he's the mayor. One of those guys in the green suit. Any friggin'. So at this point, guys, just to let you know, from this point on, this is nothing but spoilers for this first issue, because if you're going to grab this first issue, it's going to be because you love this first issue, you love everything that's happening in this first issue. And none of this necessarily reflects on what's going to happen in the second issue. I'm positive of it by the way it ended, but just so you know, full spoilers for this first issue. If I'm checking out, which I think I will be, checking out issue number 2 and 3 and 4, there will be no major spoilers, all right? Minor stuff to give you an idea, just a standard review. So anyhow, Dick Tracy, man, he shows up, and immediately when he shows up, he's got the other three members of that board under Big Boy standing there like, oh, we want to swear you in right here off of the plane. You know, we're so glad you're able to take your vacation, your unused vacation days before you started on the job, man. Like, really good, showing that you're uncorruptible. He said, no problem, yeah, I'll swear in right here. So all the press is there, and, you know, they swear him in. And then he immediately pulls out his handcuffs and arrests those three guys, you know, two of the three guys. It's like, yeah, I'm starting right now. I spent my vacation days talking to a judge, getting arrest warrants on all you guys because I already did my homework. It's like, whoa, this guy is just, I'm coming for you. So what happens? He starts running after like the police commissioner or the police chief. I think he's running after the police chief at this point, and the police chief accidentally, well, not accidentally, whatever. He runs to Big Boy, like, you know, getaway car and all that. But what's his name? Dick Tracy was following. Big Boy's like, you led him here? He's like, I didn't know where else to go. He's like, how about to hell? Bum, 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 bum. Blows him away with a Tommy gun. They still have street sweepers? All of a sudden they got burner phones and cell phones and all that stuff, but they still got street sweepers. Okay, got the Tommy gun, so just takes him out, man. Thompson automatic. So he still winds up getting arrested. Dick Tracy's like, I got everything on you, man. I got this and this and this and this and this. You're done. You're done, big boy. Bye. So he arrests him and brings him in. He's like, I'll have you know, I already got an appointment for you for the electric chair. And like that night, dude's like, dude, I'll be out in 12 hours, man. He's like, sure, whatever. Save me your I'm going to get you, Dick Tracy nonsense. Within 12 hours, this dude is electrocuted and dead. Whoa. Like they actually gave him the electric chair. Big Boy. They gave him the electric chair. Killed him. Dead. Whoa, what? So when they get there, though, it turns out that something happened with the machine, and you know, the lever, you know, the main circuit breaker inside. Somebody messed it up so that no current would actually go through. Just a bunch of sparks and electricity. So okay, good to know. They so high voltage, low current. I'm good with that. So Big Boy does seem to get fried, does seem to have actually died, but then after a little while he starts twitching and waking up. It's like, okay, good, because I was going to say, like, you just ended the entire history of Dick Tracy in one issue, dude. What did you just do? So what they're basically doing here is they're letting you know that this is not going to be like the other Dick Tracy stories for the most part. This is going to be very different, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with that. This is in the modern day, but it's still got that old gumshoe kind of mentality. But, you know, so there's some anachronisms here, which, okay, I'm down for that. But more than that, they killed Big Boy, but they brought him right back. So I'm curious to see what they're going to do now to Dick Tracy. There's going to be some death traps and everything. I expect a big, like, glue warehouse where he's going to get, you know, caught up. I'm looking forward to see what happens. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it from me, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.